Villapando from BSTM 1103. I am here to discuss and show you how to eliminate the risk and hazard in hospitality industry. Learning objectives to prevent risk and hazard situations, to be able to understand the significance of risk and hazard. First, what is hazard and risk? Hazard is anything that poses a threat to health, life, property, or in the environment. And the risks are the chance that someone or something will be harmed by that hazard. When the risk arise or occur, the accident will be the effect of it. What is accident? Something that can cause immediate physical injury or damage. There are three types of hazards: physical and mechanical hazards, chemical and biological hazards, and psychosocial hazards. Physical and mechanical hazards are common sources of injuries in many industries. An example of it is slips, fall, and trips. To prevent this kind of accidents, always be attentive and always pay attention to your surroundings. And always be focused and always watch your steps. And watch for the caution signs of wet floor. In this way, we can avoid this kind of accidents that might happen in the near future. An example of situation of slip, trips, and fall. The waiter is delivering the order food of his customers, but when he is delivering, he doesn't see that the floor is wet, so the hazard there is the floor is wet, and then there is he might slip when he step on the floor and might get accident. To prevent this situation, the floor must immediately mop and put a caution sign so that they may warn the people that the floor is wet and may not cause any accident. Other examples of physical and mechanical hazards are machine-related, burns, cuts, shear and stab, noise, electrical injuries, and temperature extremes. Biological and chemical hazards. These are substances used at work that are potentially hazardous to our health. One of the examples of biological and chemical hazards are bacteria. Bacteria can cause harm to our health, and especially when the food is contaminated by that bacteria, this can lead us to health problems that may result us to get sick. Many people around the world can be exposed to hazardous substances. So to prevent this case, always make sure that your workplace is cleaned, and as a worker, you must always have a good personal hygiene and safety protocols to avoid any health problems. Here are the example of situation of biological and chemical hazard. As you can see at the first picture, the kitchen is dirty and it has the high potential to harm his customers because the food that he is cooking has the chance to be contaminated by that bacteria. To prevent this case, always maintain the cleanliness in your workplace because the safety of your customers is in your hands. There are other examples of biological and chemical hazards. One of these is virus, fungi, blood-borne pathogens, tuberculosis, heavy metals, solvents, petroleum, fumes, and highly reactive chemicals. Psychosocial hazards are related to the way work is designed, organized, and managed, as well as the economic and social context of work, and are associated with psychiatric, psychosocial, and physical injury or illness. An example of psychosocial hazards: long working hours. Long working hours can potentially harm the employee because this can affect the mental health of the employee. To prevent this case, allot some time to rest. Other example of psychosocial hazards: precarious work contracts. New forms of employment contracts, feeling of a job insecurity, aging workforce, work intensification, lean production and outsourcing, high emotional demands, and poor work-life balance. Common work-related injuries in the food service industry. First is burns, an injury from contact with hot surface of equipment, flames, hot food, liquids, and others. Second is cuts, a skin opening from accidental incision of sharp, can cause exposure to blood-borne pathogens. Third is slips, falls, and strips. Open ranges, stove doors, kitchen doors, trolleys, stairs, defective ladders, footstools, and wet cluttered or slippery floor are common injuries in the food service industry. Fourth is fires, accidental ignition with hot oils and greases, paper materials coming into contact hot stoves and ovens, faulty electrical equipment, wet electrical equipment, and appliances that are usual causes of fires. Fifth is ergonomic risk. Ergonomic risk is injuries from posture when sitting, kneeling, and standing, incorrect lifting techniques, and forceful motions or grips on objects causes ergonomic risk. 6 is cleaning chemicals. Cleaning products such as bleaches, oven cleaners, and floor repetitive motions, unchanging and poor cleaners, stainless steel, and ammonia solutions may require a use of rubber gloves. 7. CO poisoning. Carbon monoxide is produced by incomplete burning of solid, liquid, and gaseous fuels, such as charcoal, and causes death if there is improper ventilation. 8. Heat stress. Heat exhaustion and heat stroke can result to prolonged exposure to hot equipment. Last is cold stress. Hyperthermia and similar risks can result from working in walk-in refrigerator and freezer for a prolonged period of time, or handling frozen food without preventive measures. Safety. Workplace safety refers to the working environment at a company and encompasses all factors that impact the safety, health, and well-being of employees. So, what is the importance of workplace safety? Work safety is very important for each and every employee in the industry because all the workers desire to work in a safe and protected atmosphere. Health and safety is the key factor for all the industry in order to promote the wellness of both employees and employers. It is the duty and moral responsibility of the company to look after the employees' protection. Key to remember in workplace safety. First, to protect workers from injury and illness. Second, to secure the safety of their customers. Third, maintaining the cleanliness of workplace. Safety tips to eliminate hazard and risk. First, aware about the surroundings. Many workers doesn't bother about their surrounding hazards, so it is important to observe and be alert in your surroundings to avoid any accident. Second, keep work areas clean. It is important to keep clean your working area, especially when you are in the field of food service industry, because this reduces the risk that might happen, and they say cleanliness is next to godliness. Third, always wear the proper personal protective equipment for the work task because it is essential that you wear protective equipment right to prevent accident in your workplace, and wearing protective equipment provides you more safety. Fourth, reduce workplace stress. Some employees are not fit and healthy because of their busy schedule and leads them to have mental illness. So, start taking care of your health by taking regular breaks and manage things to reduce your workplace stress. And always remember that your health is more important than your work. Fifth, use tools appropriately.
take appropriate precautions while using machinery or any other tool instead of taking any shortcuts. So, it is always recommended to use the correct tools and reduces the opportunity of workplace injury. 6. Keep crisis exits which are easily accessible. In case there is an emergency, you will need quick access to the exits. It is also advised to keep clear usage of equipment shutoffs which might stop you from performing at emergency. 7. Update your supervisor about the unsafe conditions. It is important that you keep updating your supervisor about the hazards or risks occur at your workplace. 8. Use mechanical assistance. There are a lot of risks involved if you try to lift something which is heavier. It can affect your weighing capability and can lead to some muscle displacement. So make sure that you use the appropriate tools for not harming yourself or try to reach help from your co-workers. 9. Stay alert. It is important to stay alert because if you are paying full attention to things around you, you are able to deal with anything that might happen. Staying alert saves your life. 10. Sit in a proper posture. It is important to sit in a correct posture while working on a desk because this avoids you from any spine problem. Try to ignore snooping and twisting regularly. 11. Take regular breaks. Taking breaks regularly helps your body and mind to relax, chill, and gain more energy, and this allows you to reduce stress. Last, have good personal hygiene. It is important to have good personal hygiene, especially when you are working in a food service industry, because it is essential for any food handler and minimizes the risk of food contamination. Always remember, safety first, safety always.
Thank you for watching. I hope you gain knowledge in my presentation and God bless.